10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't think it started playing. Oh no, it did. The suspicious ambience. So quiet, but so suspicious. I don't know if I can be seen on stream, but I don't think I can be. For it is quiet. Too quiet. Almost like the looming shadow after Sonic slowly peeks his head out. What's going on up here? I don't know what's going on up there. Hello? Is it me? Oh my god, my headset almost came out. That would have been very bad. Okay, let me get up again. Okay. Hello! It is I, Sonic, the amazing DM. That DMs this amazing campaign called Astrial. It's a homebrew campaign created by yours truly. Hello!
Hello, welcome back to Astrial, a homebrew campaign created by yours truly. Last session, the party had a little bit more shenanigans at the Quartz Manor, but as the ball started rolling, they ended up going to the council meeting, where some things were said at the council about the recent events of what's been happening in the city of Ganas, such as the house fire of Zura's family's farm, and then the incident to do with the massacre of one of the temples that follow Odia, goddess of love and beauty. In those events, they discussed about Maven and how she fits in with this particular cult that has caused a lot of the dramas in the city, and additionally how the party fits into all of this as well. Right now, they are currently on the first break of the council meeting, but mid-break, they seem to have suddenly had 3 of the members of the group, that being Rose Quartz and Ruby Quartz and Azura Silverstone. During this particular vision that they suddenly had, it kind of showed them in a dark and ominous room, seeming to be a bit of a corridor, but opening into a large room. In the room, it was very dark, could only just see the silhouette of what appeared to be a throne, and sitting in front of the throne was... more so kneeling, I should say, was a masked figure, and then another figure sitting on the throne, turning out to be sort of a ruler in a way. That is where we will start and had left off for last session. So I will join back to the party, seeing that now everyone is here but Phoenix, as she was pardoned for tonight. So let's go and discuss with the party about what Chaos Day will unfold.
Like try and fall asleep. That does not work. Reading does not work.
Reading does not work.
No. Yes, it does not work. No, it would not work.
PD stream.
Why would it work?
You're lucky I said that.
Well, I would have been crying.
There are several things that you have missed that you should be glad you missed.
Yes. I am very
Yeah.
glad.
I'm not okay.
No!
PG.
You are not!
Anyway, hello.
Gee.
Hello, Blue.
You're welcome. However, he has not talked yet.
If your mic is glitching, I suggest fixing it now.
My headphones are glitching freaking.
So, last session you guys had a bit more.
Guess I'm just gonna have to leave.
There you are. Hey!
Last session.
Don't leave, you're the only sane one here.
Wait, what?
Focus, people.
No, it's been a while.
I'm sorry, I cannot. I'm going through my moods.
Okay. Oh boy. Last session, you guys had a bit more shenanigans at the house slash manor.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Eventually, you guys made your way to the manor. Sorry, not the manor, the council office. There we go, brain process.
Bus, please.
Didn't know Debra had a manor.
Yeah.
What?
What's the best beyond?
What did I have?
Sonic 2 said,
What's going on?
to a manor.
I don't know.
The only other person to absolutely never have a manor unless
Oh god.
something would be Debra.
Alright. Progress. Alright. You guys are now at the council meeting. You've had the first half of the meeting, which was covering a lot of the incidents that have happened throughout the city. Upon the first half of the meeting, Rook had confessed that he had the deeds to Azura's farm. Upon investigation, basically, what do you call it? Azura's Namor, I don't remember the name.
No, no.
Mirna, she had basically given over the deeds to the winery, to Rook. But Flint clearly hadn't acknowledged what she had done. So there is a bit of conflict there. At the end sort of break period, you guys were discussing the stuff with Maven and Thunder, as well as Ruby's mother, Rose. And suddenly, Rose, Ruby, and you guys wouldn't know, but Azura all had this sudden sort of vision, basically blacking them out for a small period. So you guys would see this, they're just standing there motionless. Kind of like, for what you guys would see is their pupils suddenly like dilate and just like, ginormous.
They drink something? Are they drugged? Hello?
Like the first toast of the day.
Pockets.
Yeah, like probably Thunder would like put her arm on Rose and just like, are you alright? Clicks next to her like ears and stuff. Rose, are you good?
Ruby? Ruby, are you high?
Wait,
Ruby, are you high?
you're saying Rose, not Ruby.
Yeah, because you're also doing the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm high, right? Yes.
Yeah, you had this vision,
You are also
Rose
high!
had this vision, and Azura, who's outside the council room, also had this vision.
Mother.
Yeah, so for you, Ruby, we'll get back to you. Just gotta get this picture up again. So yeah, basically what you had seen is this large corridor that basically opens up into a massive large room. Basically the only thing that's illuminating the room with this faint sort of silhouetting light is a large glass paned window, kind of forming an arch. around the throne that this person, this figure, sits upon. Like, as I stated before, the lightning had flashed, silhouetting and kind of illuminating the figure in the throne. Standing in front, more so in fact kneeling I should say, is this figure that you have seen before from the drawing from Reginald. When I get it up, there it is. Like, basically kneeling down in front of him, like, you can see this figure. For a brief moment, you can kind of like make out that he's kind of like got bruising against his face from probably the slaps beforehand. But yeah, you hear basically the figure on the throne speak up again. Now, I want you to do one last thing. However, you fail me, there will be the consequences as I stated beforehand. I want you to go out, acquire that Water Ganassi's dragon, the opposite to Nightfall. I need you to additionally, there is, how do I put it? I wanted you to instill fear. You've done that. So that's one thing you've done right today, but you didn't acquire the girl, nor did you acquire the dragon. But that's not your fault. That was the third son's fault. He like looks around the room for a second as like the lightning flashes again, and you can see now clearly when the lightning flashes there's this one single eye, a purple eye, and then a black darkness in the other eye, and he looks towards where both you and your mother are standing. Strange. I feel like there's a presence here with us, but I cannot see it. You see that black eye suddenly pulse with like a purple light,
Sexy. Sorry.
and then looks around the room. I swear there is someone here. Do you sense anything here? No, Master, I do not. I guess you aren't as strong as me, but there's something far, far greater shrouding what is here. Looks around the room more. Kind of looks to where you would see Azura just on the edge of your vision range. Interesting. I count possibly 3, maybe 4. One of immense energy as well. He then raises a hand as like the room suddenly bursts into purple fire around the whole room, lighting it up immediately. Azura fortunately like is just on the edge of the room, and the fire doesn't like hit her fortunately enough, but you can now see Azura fully silhouetted in this fire. And then he looks towards her. I suspected as much. The Star Goddess has shrouded you in some sort of magic. He then, like, basically raises that same hand, and, like, 3 beams of purple energy erupt out from it. Sort of like a tendril in a way. And, like, it goes to lash out at you, and suddenly you feel your bodies just shuttered out from this vision. And you guys are standing back in the room as, like, basically... Debris, what are you doing to Ruby?
Almost kind of like, I got my hand on her shoulder and I'm just kind of like trying to get her to follow my fingers.
Not following your fingers at all.
And I'm just like, this is weird as shit.
Like, Thunder's probably sitting there, like, shaking, like, Rose at this point, like, trying to get her out of this, like, sort of trance she's in. Maven's probably, like, sitting there trying to tug at your, like, arm, Ruby. But yeah.
I don't know what to do at this point. Would she be waking up at this point from it?
Yeah, you look like snapped out of it. Like, the last thing you see is this purple sort of tendril, like, about to hit you in, like, the face.
Oh, lol, yeah, she literally just goes... like, moves out of the way of the tendril, even though, like, there's no tendril in front of her.
Yeah, okay, so, like, you probably
I
like,
thought-
jump over to the side then.
Yeah.
I expected Noel to just slap Debris.
Oh my god! Can I change my answer?
Oh shit, block! Bang!
Could it be like an uppercut to like my fucking chin or something? And then...
No, but if Debris tried to get to us straight away, she would have probably slapped though. Are you gonna do
got
that?
my hand in your face trying to get you to look at my fucking finger, and then you just go ah and slap me.
Sounds about right.
Oh. Oh. Ruby, what the hell?
It's not my fault.
That seemed unnecessary.
Sorry, I don't mean.
But you slapped me.
I didn't mean to.
How do you not mean to? How?
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you both, but, Ruby dear, you saw exactly what I saw as well.
Yes.
So what? You just sort of stared at each other like in a drugged haze for like a few minutes there. What the hell was that?
Yeah, Black's doing what every cat does. They think their owner is dead and starting to.
Black, no! I'm gonna pick her up by the scruff of her neck.
Looks sad.
Bat Kitsy, not dead!
Well, I'm glad you both were right. Perhaps I might go talk to Flash real quickly, but just fill me in probably after the meeting. And like Thunder heads off over to Flash.
He's lucky. He's hotter than the guy.
Happened just then, mate. I'm still in a confused state.
I don't even know what happened. But I think we saw the big bad guy that's been coming after us.
Possibly.
That
one
seems
of-
like some. That
One.
seems like an important detail that we would like to be in on.
He boasts about his power, and this could be just one? Mom!
Well,
I don't want to be part of this anymore.
I understand, dear, but we're kind of all intertwined now. From what I gathered from what we saw, I've had a bit more experience of visions, so I kind of understand how they work now. But I heard something about Kalana. Perhaps that's their leader. As this figure on the throne, for reference, we were standing in a corridor, which opened up into a nice, big, large room. In this room, there was a single, large window, kind of forming an arch, that silhouetted over a throne. On the throne, there was this figure, kind of like, and looks towards Lucinia, kind of like you, Lucinia. Just how your hair looks and your skin. But
Must be a coincidence.
sorry, I don't. You're fine. I'll just finish what I'm saying first, and then I'll let you lot interrupt. But as they said something about Kalana would be disappointed in the both of us, or something like that. Which perhaps means that this Kalana is their leader. Additionally to that, they mentioned the third son. The third son could mean that there is exactly what me and Maven were discussing in the meeting. It means that there is a ranking system to these elite of the elite. This being what we could have seen is the third moon and then the first moon. So the leader of the moons. It just means the person that attacked Azura's farm was the third son, meaning we haven't seen the first son or the second son. And to be honest, we haven't even seen what the second moon is yet.
6.
Yes.
7, including the
6
leader.
in total, and then the leader, obviously, yes.
Oh my freaking god. Ruby's pissed.
Lastly is, we do know that they are coming for Azura's dragon, as well as you, Maven, dear. So we'll have to protect you, Maven. From now on, you're welcome to stay at the house whenever you wish.
And they also
will-
have the other dragon.
In all honesty, I think you lot have the best capabilities of protecting Maven. So, how do I put this?
Black just looks over to Maven and goes, "You're adopted now, have fun."
I'll have to discuss with the council, but it won't be too hard, as your caretakers have unfortunately perished in that massacre, so it means you do need new caretakers, which I can possibly sway into letting you lot be her caretakers.
Ruby eye rolls,
Yeah.
like, she moves her head away from Maven so Maven doesn't see it, but then she eye rolls a little.
Additionally,
Ruby, what was that?
What?
You know I'm not stupid, right?
No, I can see you as well.
I just expect to be kid, like, looking after a kid, you know?
Basically a child yourself.
I'm not.
not
I'm
kids.
21.
Be a baby.
I'm 16.
Yeah, that's a kid.
Yeah.
Then
Technically,
again,
kid,
when
you're-
I was 16.
I'm more adult than you. Like, Rose chuckles at that. Well, I think perhaps we will get back to the meeting in a little bit, but where's Azura? I know she stepped out once Rook declared that he had the deeds, which I might discuss
about that as well a little bit later.
Someone check that she's not kidnapped.
Okay.
He starts to already walk.
Nathan like runs with you.
And then Ruby walks right on back. She's like, I ain't babysitting any
Time
longer
to
than
make
I
sure
have
that
to.
she doesn't get kidnapped.
Yeah, you find Azura. She's like basically laying on the ground, unconscious. The dragon's like sitting there, like trying to pounce on her chest to wake her up.
Fucking CPR.
Pretty much. Guys,
Yeah.
Azura's fainted. You can hear like the
You did
council
the Ruby.
members like
Oh,
basically.
fuck's sake, Ruby runs.
Wow, this is a lovely hallway.
Yes, that's no
Hallway.
bet, 'cause-
Beautiful hallway.
This is
Wonderful.
an amazing detailed hole
I
Oh my
provided
goodness,
by a
detail.
DM.
Shut up! You know what? I'm bringing you all in. Fuck you guys. That door's locked. All the doors are locked. Just stay in here now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, Zero, you've been here the whole entire time?
What?
Goodness.
Oh my god!
Oh, she wakes up just to slap Black, and then she faints again.
Ruby whispers in her ear, wasn't he hot though?
I didn't even see it, but
Kidding. Stop.
Uh.
Oh my god. Why didn't we make you need to take a drink of water? That was adorable.
Like she probably mentions, like she wakes up for a second, mentions that she saw the vision of like that guy, and then like this tendril basically managed to get hold of her, and that's what kind of blacks her out, and she like passes out again.
Fuck, I was gonna do something, but I have the ankle brace. No, goddammit! Oh, here's I mean, the owls could help us in this situation. Ooh.
What are you thinking?
I mean, I'm thinking of stealing so that the owls can come.
What do you think of stealing?
I had blood.
I don't know. Depends what I roll.
Do a sleight of hand.
Recommend.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna get up. Where did I put the plan folder, map folder? Nope. Also.
Scratch it. Put the spell on it.
Ba, 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 hey.
What?
What? Hey. Hey.
Hey,
A mark on
Hey.
your. There's a mark on your hand.
Idiots.
Being written on the wall.
it's not my fault. Book Talk came and
Right,
knocked
so what are you
my.
stealing?
I don't know
Defense steal?
what can I steal with that roll?
What are you trying to steal? Like, who are you stealing from?
The unconscious one, of course. Why else would I steal from the awake ones?
The unconscious.
The awake ones can't
One
fucking
things
roll.
Like, basically, Black just like reach over and like start like looting.
Black?
Azura.
I have a
And
plan. Shut up.
then-
What's the plan? We need to know.
I'm gonna get the owls here.
What? Oh, I thought you didn't like the house.
I don't, but you know they can fucking help in this situation.
A sudden flash in the room pops up, You can both see Winter and Hoove just like standing
Hi,
there,
friends.
and like
Ruby walks as far away from Hoove as possible, behind Dabru.
I'm behind you.
I should go behind Dabru.
Just gonna make our way this way.
Can you do a strength check, please?
What?
Black, can you do a strength check?
Oh, saving throw.
And Ruby hides behind her mother.
Oh god.
You just like see these like yellow sort of like ropes just suddenly like wrap around Black, and you just fall to the ground.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
Black, we had so much high hopes for you.
hey! I wanted to summon you. We need your help.
If you wanted to summon it, you just had to scratch at it or something, okay? Just
I fucking thought you put a thing on it that didn't allow me to scratch it anymore.
we lied.
Fuck.
Behind Ruby. How are we supposed to know that?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
How am I
Thunder
supposed
just
to
like
know
steps
that?
up behind and just like taps them on the shoulder and like basically she turns around and just does the exact same thing to like Thunder, and he just falls to the ground. I was just trying to ask you what was going on. Ow. Oh, I'm so sorry, and just like undoes Thunder's. Ow. Okay, I'm alright.
Ruby then like walks over to Thunder, knowing that he's just as powerful as Mum almost, and just like hides behind him because she wants to be as close to her friends as possible.
Thunder, this is our people, Thunder. Welcome to the council meeting, guys.
In council meeting.
Thunder then, Ruby then pulls Thunder
Where
to
are we?
her and goes,
You're
You're
Ganas.
Gnas.
Of course we're in Ganas.
Ruby whispers to Thunder and points, saying, "That's the one that hurt me."
Oh
Or almost
god.
hurt me.
Ruby,
Fuck.
why is this chaos?
I'm just going to ask, so you summoned us here for what? Especially
Look,
during a council meeting? What are you up to here?
After the council meeting, we can talk. Bad things are happening. We're being hunted.
Hunted. Elaborate.
You guys heard 3 moons?
3 moons?
Or the
Elaborate.
moon assassins and shit? And the sun assassins?
No.
How can you fucking not have heard about them? It's like one of the biggest fucking guilds.
Well, yes, I know about the moon assassins and stuff like that, but like, I'm just trying to figure out what you mean by the 3 moons? What?
Look, we can inform you later. Just know that someone else has a dragon. Says that kind of like under her breath, so that like
Yeah. We
the
know
rest
about
of them-
that, but let's not to talk about that here.
yeah, that's why I said fucking after.
I'm very sorry about this, but is this council meeting important? It's kind of important, yes. It's more to discuss about the recent events in Ganas. You see, there was a house fire that's related to the Sun and Moon cult that you would know them as, possibly. Yes, I'm aware of them. And additionally to that, there is been a massacre at one of the temples in the city, the temple dedicated to Odia, the goddess of love and beauty. Right, well, I don't think we had been informed of that yet, as news has been quite slow in that department. We actually had negated a lot of the news. We had the city in lockdown, so news wouldn't spread straight away. Right, well. Looks back to you, Black. And these lot were involved?
Yes. This is Maven. This is they're hunting her. Lee and the dragon. This one, and she kind of like nudges her head to the dragon.
And like she
Currently
peeks
doing a
around behind you,
studio.
just like waves. Right, Maven.
She does magic shit.
You have caretakers. We've seen you around before, haven't we?
Don't.
Action had caretakers.
They got caught up in the temple.
Yes, it was
Incident.
you had a
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
human, and then a tiefling, I believe. Yeah, they were my past caretakers.
Yeah, we're her caretakers now.
And then I got new ones, and they perished in the massacre, and now these lot are my caretakers. Right. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to upset you about that.
That's why we're telling you to shut up.
Right. I'm declaring this meeting finished. Sorry to anyone who wanted to discuss some further more information. You can hold another meeting perhaps in a week's time. I am declaring this with my knightly decree that you are dismissed and these lot are in my custody. Thank you.
Ruby whips her head toward, like, her gaze towards Ozone and just glares at her like she's in for like a big talk.
Yep.
Possible fight if it has to go down to that.
You let me go now.
No.
God fucking damn it! Black's gonna just fucking try to scratch at the ankle bracelet with their foot.
You know it doesn't work while I'm in the vicinity. We've made it so it does that.
God damn it.
Anyway, Hoove, would you kindly carry the black? And like he basically walks over, picks you up, and puts you on his like shoulders.
Oh yeah, Black is instantly just gonna start like biting and like
Then Ruby starts glaring at him, at that owl.
He like actually ties you with some rope now as well.
Kinky. Sorry. Stop it. So God, I'm broken.
Well, anyway, thank you all. We're sorry that we have to cancel your meeting, but I'll be taking this lot. Is there somewhere more private we can discuss this? And Rose walks over. We can discuss it at my manor if you wish, or we can perhaps go discuss it at somewhere private, such as one of my restaurants that I can just excuse any guests there, or we can discuss it at my residence would be probably the best actually now I think about it. Well, excellent. Then I will looks to you all. Licinia. Licinia, you over there? You good over there?
Go for a little bit.
I'm just gonna Licinia over there.
Hello.
Well, if everyone's okay, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna draw a magic circle here. You can always rub it out if you like, or you can just keep it there. Use it in the future. I don't know. It's up to you. Just don't mind me. And she's gonna like
walk over and just like start drawing a circle.
Wait, what?
Well, if everyone
have I
can
made?
stand in that circle, please.
Yeah, could someone catch me up? I feel like I missed a lot.
Reference, you are now leaving. The meeting has been cancelled because of a Black deciding to summon the birds.
I see. Also, where is Black?
Black is.
In circle.
Where is Black?
Under the brew.
Oh, sorry, mate. Hang on, I didn't stand on Black when I got here.
Well, now there's one small problem. I can only teleport up to how many people again? You know what? I'll just teleport us to the Ganas's central hub. That would be closer, right? Somewhat closer, I guess. Yes, that would be fine. Excellent.
So basically, Black said, meeting over.
Yeah.
Meeting
Who
sing
like says
with the
like,
birds.
I will head back and I'll let Raylan know that Black was causing a false alarm. That'll be fine.
Bye, Dad.
Fuck's sake, Black.
You're lucky I'm not allowed to harm you, little kitty cat.
She like pokes her tongue out at him.
Well, off we go, and she casts teleportation circle, teleporting.
Yeah,
to
cool. Mom is teleporting us. Let's go.
Back in a second again.
She teleports you back to the center of town.
What?
And then you guys walk the rest of the way back to the manor. When you arrive at the manor,
Sorry, but you forget that I can't walk.
I'm well aware you cannot walk. Should be handing you to Azura, who would carry you.
Azura's passed out.
Which would be true.
Head-
But yeah.
Ah. You know what? Just make the brew carry me.
Yeah.
Yay, new hat.
Yeah, new pet on my shoulder. Other than the scorpion.
I'll like put the scorpion on your head on my shoulder.
Okay.
This is the scorpion shoulder, and here's the cat shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. You're just becoming a zoo now, though, bro.
I need to get my
First
onyx
crab.
and then just like display my pets on top of my giant crab.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh
my god. It's a wandering zoo.
Yes.
Oh my god.
God, yes.
I
We're
said,
gonna
there's like a
make this
tent
happen.
on the back of the
Onyx.
onyx, and then it just opens up. It's like, hello, this is my zoo. How's it going?
Well,
This is a black Nick Cage fucking sharpening a knife.
is there somewhere more secluded that we can chat? Well, yes, we can chat towards the possibly. We can chat in the back lounge. I think would be probably the
You
best.
can go in the secret room.
It's not secret if you keep telling people about it.
Rooms.
Let's just go to the rear entrance and we'll just sit in the lounge there. And she, like,
Yay!
sofa.
Do you want to take us with, or all at once, or just
Extra.
we're gonna?
There you
Where? Oh, hey!
go. Get back here.
No!
Hey.
Up.
Oh. Oh.
Rest in peace, Lucinia.
We need to get Dylan a good computer or like.
You mean
It's the
computer?
internet.
Fucking
It needs a
router.
fucking new internet.
internet.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, God, even my internet's not this bad.
Yeah.
Put her in like a bed. Just put her in. Like,
He's with
Lucia's
Optus.
room.
What the fuck is happening over there?
Well, now that Azura's in bed, so exactly what is going on?
All
Well-
powerful evil man is hunting the dragon and Maven.
So, some
There is a
person
guy.
hunting Maven and Dragon? I'm very confused.
He also has a dragon, apparently.
there
Pretty
is
sure
a-
he has the other dragon that he
Okay.
stole.
Yes, he has the. They have the dragon they stole. Apparently, they have attacked the church last night, as well as Azura's farm to get to Maven, as well as our little white dragon here, and have killed many of the civilians here. There has been alluding to the third upper moon and a sun assassin that was also in the third position. That we've discovered that they come in like a leveling, like ranking system, and there's more to it. They're after us basically, and Maven and the dragon.
Right.
Yes.
And
We don't know exactly what for still, but they are very strong and will take out civilians to do so, whatever it is they want from the dragons. Can't be good though.
right. Well, I'll have to alert Raylin to this, but so another person here calling them what the
third moon.
Third moon.
Third moon.
And then there's the first moon. Then
Yes.
okay.
First
And-
moon, second moon, third moon. And we also believe there's a higher tier than that. That's like boss of everybody.
Right. I'll explain a little bit more clearer. So what we have figured out is there is the third moon, as we stated before. There's a second moon that we don't know yet, and then there's the first moon, which is quite powerful from what I can tell, as we seemed to be in the vision, but he could somehow still see us. Claimed it to be the star goddess. Don't know what he meant by that, but additionally, there is the third sun, the second sun, and the first sun, but we don't know the first or second sun. We only know the third. That one was the one that attacked Azura's farm. The one that attacked my butler, Reginald, and attempted to take Maven was the third moon. And from what I can tell is they are very powerful people, capable of quite a lot of things. That is probably why Black thought it would be a good idea to contact you, as you lot seem quite powerful yourselves. Well, you're not wrong. I myself am quite skilled in magic. Ray Lin, my leader, she taught me everything I know, but she's more of the capable one, as she is a Littlefoot descendant. But I believe, looks to Maven, I do know who you are. This is something we had discovered a little while back. We had contact with your second lot of caretakers. They were the ones that informed a lot of us about the cult. Additionally, we discovered that they were after you. We did withdraw that information from you lot, because we didn't want you lot connecting with her, but I guess what comes around, comes around.
Comes around, goes around.
Yes. That's the saying. I can never ever remember it. Thank you for reminding me.
Well,
Now, I think perhaps it would be a good idea that Maven stays with you lot, as you lot are getting stronger by the day. And perhaps one day you might even be better at magic or fighting capabilities than me. So, having you lot as her caretaker, I think that would be an excellent idea. However, there is the option that she stays with us down at Hawes, or looks to Rose. She can stay here if that's okay with you, madam. Rose Quartz. Rose, then. But if that's okay with you, she can stay here. Now, lastly, there's not been many updates on our end of the information, so this kind of is quite useful information. We'll take into the note that there is more skilled fighters out there, especially ones that work in the shadows of their organization. And you say that they have some sort of dragon as well?
yes.
Yes, okay. So is this the other one that was stolen, or is it
Yes,
another?
the
Okay.
black dragon that was stolen from us.
So it's definitely been hatched and seems to be able to fly, from what I heard.
Seems like it.
Right. Well, that makes things a bit more interesting. Lastly, I have some greater news from something called the Fourth Dimension. Your DM was a massive idiot and forgot to switch it to the live screen. He's now done so, so we
My
can now
boring
see what the
crap.
DM is doing,
It's
apparently.
your only job.
Yeah, I switched it over to the live screen, so now you can actually see what I'm doing. I just had it on just chatting because I forgot to switch it over.
Yay!
I don't have Stace here to remind me. She is my reminder. So I blame Stacy.
We all collectively reminded you yesterday when you didn't need the reminder.
Yeah.
And now you do need it.
Yeah.
I am loving this roast at the moment. I'm gonna savor it a little longer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Modify Memory on all of you, so you just forget that incident.
What?
That happened.
Oh, it is
Too
never gonna
bad,
go
it's
away.
ingrained in our minds. It's too deep. It's etched into our brain matter.
just gonna
Something's hidden on the
dominate
bottom.
person, walk you guys off the cliff.
Nice.
Yeah, good luck.
Nice.
Alright. In all seriousness, we're back and we're good. Well,
Wait. They missed all of that.
Oh my god.
just like the screen shit, they heard everything.
Okay.
But yeah.
So they could hear everything. Excellent.
And they missed the first hour of almost no movement.
Yeah. So much.
That's legit.
I mean, they
movement,
did
it was
miss the amazing hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hallway that wasn't even there. It was just a described scene.
No, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Yeah, spoilers. My god.
You guys frustrate me. Alright. Well,
We're just here to help, you know.
is that everything that you have on information-wise? Because I do need to get back to Hawes. As we are currently in operation. Is that all? Black, are you okay? Are you not going to steal anything? Because if you do, I will honestly just slap you and I'll put you in a jail cell to rot.
Don't worry, I'll still think so. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Shush.
I get it.
See, what do you mean by steal?
What if he's borrowing?
What if I'm just temporarily borrowing?
What if someone else stole for him? Okay, that is a real question.
Or what about
Raylan said
40
not to.
already?
Raylan said not
There
to.
are
Raylan said
many-
not to. Raylan,
so
Raylan said
many
not
holes in
to.
this.
Raylan said not to. Raylan said, "Oh, for fuck you, I'm done." Just do a
Yes.
wisdom save.
Oh
Wait,
god!
which one?
Oh!
You managed to pass.
Nice.
Well, at least you have a strong mind, so I'll let you off with this warning. Next time, I won't be as kind. Goodbye. And she like storms off.
You didn't say no!
Shush.
Nice.
That is actually really funny. I'm sorry.
Hear the front
So,
door slam.
yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Well, she was lovely.
Yeah, I'm kind of on technical house arrest. More like party arrest, but you know,
Right.
it helps. Like to smile.
I've had my fair share with something similar, but that is entertaining, dear. That was really entertaining.
I can tell you what I did.
No,
Pissed off me.
I can gather what you've done. Possibly stolen something that they did not like, and if it's something to do with whores, it definitely was not a good idea to have stolen that.
It was a wonderful idea.
I mean, it sounds cool. I want to hear it. Like Maven sticks her head around listening.
I stole a bunch of money and other things.
That's cool.
what?
Huh? What? Other things? Huh?
Well, I
They haven't noticed them
think, seeing
missing.
that my meeting has been cancelled, I now have
Well-
a whole day to do whatever I wish. I might pay Ozone a bit of a visit, just to discuss
God, can
some
we kill them
things.
together?
No, we're not killing Ozone. Ozone is the mother.
We killed the mom. Can we kill the son?
Why
we're
not?
not killing this. We're not killing the
Look,
son.
I
we
would
just-
love you lot to come join me and slap the shit out of that young boy.
Yeah!
You have no idea how much I've been wanting to do
Yes,
this. Come on, let's do it.
please!
Which one?
The
Well,
one, the
let's
peeping tom.
Stalker.
Oh,
Get
And
up.
I got a feeling there's a little more under the hood.
Someone
So I'm
untie me.
coming.
Oh, yes, of course, yes. 1 second, sorry, my dear.
don't worry, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you all lot want to come, then I guess I may as well let you lot come. There's nothing stopping me.
Yes!
Yeah, boy.
Just know that
Mum,
Maven has to come if you lot come.
can you give me
Are
one
you okay
moment?
with seeing
Just- I
some
need
violence?
I need to look in the mirror for a second. Give me a moment. She like runs.
Do not
Maven,
try
you want to
and-
see some people get fucked up?
No, well, yeah, that. Also, maybe humiliate them a bit.
You don't have to. We'll stay here if you want to.
I mean, I'm more than happy to stay here, but
You want
You
to
go for a
stay?
walk.
is this that like guy that was stalking Ruby?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Ruby quickly checks herself out. Ruby checks herself out as quickly as she could in the closest mirror. Make sure everything is perfect, as like beautiful as she can make it. She runs. She walks back down so that she doesn't ruin the do.
So like,
She's like, "Let's do this."
can I like
Did you?
get one of
Yeah.
those like kind of like nudges Licinia. Licinia, can I get like a dagger or something so if they get out of hand I can like stab them?
No.
Kill them.
Wait, I'm gonna check Ruby's character sheet. Does she
Debru,
have?
can I get one please, just one?
The child does not get a weapon.
Oh no!
Like he's going to
Okay,
sneak a
not
dagger
bad.
over too.
um,
Fuck.
oh, I've got like a pocket knife if you want. Like,
You see Debru blatantly give a dagger over.
Rose
Just trying to be-
rolls her eyes at this. Please do not
Trying to be
give
like
child a
sneaky and
dagger.
everything. You clearly fucking see the dagger.
you're like holding it from like the tip of it to like the handle
Yeah.
towards the
Because
child.
Ruby obviously sees it. She's just gonna look
So-
at me and be like, "Use it when I tell you."
No stabbing
worry,
of
I said
the
when.
boy. I know he has done very stupid and naughty things. Just let's not go
Naughty.
stabbing
Look.
people.
We're not going to stab him, we're just going to remove his manhood.
We're just
Um,
gonna talk to him and like
so who's
holding up
giving
like
Raven a
the
dagger?
thunder pistol.
Ruby walks up to her mom and she
Black
goes,
is given.
Yep.
"Don't worry, mom.
You
I'm
can
not-
take one of my daggers away from me. One of my many
daggers.
swords, many swords away from me.
Yeah." Ruby goes up to Rose and is like, "Don't worry, mom. I won't stab him."
We'll just stand behind and look very menacing.
Right. So Debris, were you giving a dagger?
I
No.
don't have a dagger. It's
Black-
it's black
Black was.
who has the
Or
dagger.
just one dagger? Okay.
Yes.
It's only one. We only get moderation for the child. Seriously.
Yeah, out of my 2 daggers, my rapier,
If
my
I
short
see that
sword,
dagger
my
go anywhere
fucking
near that
cross-
boy, I am going to be very disappointed in all of you.
Maven just
you'll
look
use
really
that dagger
intimidating.
as
But
self-defense.
what if you just
Uh huh.
don't see?
What happens
Black,
if he just
not
happens to
helping.
fall on the dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, you're not going to be the death of me.
You start to see him bleeding, you know who's done it.
Will she? Out of all of us?
Oh, I mean, it's probably fucking guessable.
How about this? You let me go inside first, I chat to her, and then I welcome you lot inside. Does that sound like
No,
a
I'm
smart
coming
plan?
with you.
Okay, I guess fine. You know, just
Yeah,
come
same.
in. I bet she'll love that.
But everyone else can wait.
Yeah, we're
You're
having a
this
tea party.
conversation as you're walking.
Okay, but what if we wanted to just talk? And I've like got my hand on my thunder pistol that's on my hip.
Ruby is so ready. I'm so ready for this. Oh, I cannot wait.
I already see her through the window, so
You can see her
It's
like
just
basically like chopping up some stuff on like the table there, and like she basically sees
Ruby-
some of you guys walking over and like looks up and just like basically starts walking towards the door.
Ruby immediately disobeys her mother and is going to try to be the first one that she sees.
Just let me get my other tokens over there. Jeez, guys.
No.
Just like Rose is like trying to like push you out of the way, like but nicely, obviously.
But Ruby still knock, 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 knock.
no.
Rolls her
No,
eyes
no,
and
It's
just like
no.
us
basically
three just
stands
standing
over.
there menacing behind.
Yeah.
Ruby looks as innocent as possible.
The door
Ice,
swings open.
I'm fucking glad you got that, Ice. I'm glad that you got that.
Yep.
Nobody else picked on the tune. but
No, I did, I just didn't respond.
Hi.
How may I help you? I know the council's meeting is being cancelled. Are you lot just wanting to drop by and discuss about some things?
yes.
I really need to talk to you about something, and Mum's
Oh,
here to
is
make
that,
sure I don't say anything bad.
Is that Rose and Ruby?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Ruby
Excellent.
like rolls her
Gets up,
eyes.
sits down, and walks over. Let them in, let them in. And, like,
These guys
Ozone
are big enough, eh?
walks over.
Ruby gracefully walks in, just in case, like, he's there and she sees. But she walks towards more Ozone than, like...
I was just putting on some lunch. I think it's around. It was like, no, it was tea time. That's right. I was just putting on some tea.
Yes, we saw.
Walks over to the kitchen.
Can I help you?
Well, I'm more than capable. I don't mind.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything until something happens.
Do you mind if I sit down, Ozone? Oh, that is fine, dear. Rook just like sits back down on the couch. Maven like goes and sits next to Rose, kind of like giving this death stare to Rook.
I wanted to talk to you, but I didn't expect Rook to be here.
Oh, I am sorry, dear. Like, Rook has just been visiting me lately. We've been discussing plans and stuff about the trading
Fair.
and the docking situation. Once we've got the council sorted.
Yeah, I'm still a little miffed.
Yes, and now that we have that winery, the import and export from it will be so much more easier.
At this point, I don't care about that. I need to talk to you, Ozone.
Yes, what is it, dear?
Can we talk in private?
Well, we can chat in my room if you wish. Just put this in the oven, and she like walks over and just like puts in a tray in the oven. Right, and walks over to her room, unlocks it.
Ruby gives like a look to her mum, like, I promise I won't stab.
She rolls her eyes.
Ruby walks in, closes the door.
She walks over and like leans against the desk.
Can I
Oh, here we
like,
go.
can I sniff around for maybe a certain boy's room?
Yeah.
Look, oh, here we go. You're gonna have so much fun with this one. Sorry, I hope he dialed it down too. Oh no, I'm gonna guess what face you're making.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Daru.
wandering around, don't mind me.
That door is locked. Like,
I'm
are
gonna
you
look over
actively
it.
opening the door, by the way? Like, trying to open it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear a voice from inside. Mum, go away. I am reading a book.
I look over at Black.
Oh, we have guests. It's that lovely adventurer group that has come into town.
Shit, I hate
And
him
Rose
so
and her
much.
daughter is here as well.
The room is just dead silent.
I just want to talk, mate.
You just hear frantic noises from inside.
Hiding the evidence. Oh no.
Black, a bit of assistance, please.
I'd love to.
Ruby's not gonna see this.
Right. While they're doing that, let's go to Ruby.
I'm opening up your Twitch so I can see this in front of my eyes. Let me just mute you so that I can. God.
Ruby.
Alright. How have you been?
Well, I've been quite fine, dear. How have you
I'm-
been?
A little scared.
A little scared, that's understandable. Your butler had been attacked from what I heard.
Yeah, before that there was another incident of something else though. And I need to talk to you about it.
Oh, well, talk away. I'm open ears.
Well, before that, me and my friend were trying to like go to sleep, you know? And we heard something in my room.
You heard something in your room.
And so I cast Zone of Truth because that's the only spell I'll know if there is anyone around, you know, in the general direction.
Interesting. Okay.
And lo and behold, after a little bit of a chase, it was your son. He was in my wardrobe.
My son. That's a bit of an accusation.
I know, but like he was right there in front of me and the others.
What would Ash be doing there? He was home. He was studying.
You'd be surprised how many kids like to like run out of the house to do something.
Well, that is quite an accusation, though, dear. Like, he's been home studying for his exam for tomorrow.
Yeah. No. He wasn't. And I know for certain because my friends were there. Everyone was there. Mum was there.
And you
Even-
say he... What? Broke into your home? And... What was he trying to do? Perv on you or something?
I was getting changed in that exact same room moments earlier.
She rolls her eyes at this. Kids nowadays, they come up with so silly things. You just get out. Calling my boy a stalker?
Alright, I'll get out. Hey guys, she doesn't believe me, as usual. And she does a dagger, like daggering eyes at Ozone and back. Have you guys found him yet?
Yeah, he's in this room.
Can we give it
Excuse
to
me.
bed? Is
She,
it?
like, walks
Can we go
out.
meanwhile?
Back
No,
Oh
can we
my
go
God.
meanwhile?
door. That
Let's
is
do-
my
yeah.
son's room.
Yay, we're going meanwhile. You
Let's
were
do meanwhile.
talking.
Meanwhile beforehand. Meanwhile beforehand. Pretend we
guys-
didn't
so,
come
like,
out.
you guys- what are you doing?
Unlocking jaws, Joseph.
You just hear the banging noises of stuff.
Come out. You
Black.
know what you did.
You can hear scraping noises.
Come on, unlock the door, Black.
Yeah, okay. You see Black, like, open up her little pouch and, like, get out her thieves' tools.
Yes!
Do I open the door?
Now, does the question here is, do they get summoned or do they not? Because they just went there, so why would they have to go there again?
No, because I'm not stealing. I'm just breaking in.
Exactly!
We've been invited inside!
Unlawful entry.
We have been invited inside!
Yeah, we've been invited inside.
Sure, fuck it. The door's unlocked,
Let's go.
but as you go to open the door, something's clearly blocking it.
God fucking... Why do they always hide behind barricades? Well, DeBrute, since you're fucking strong, this is where you come in.
Bash the door down, please.
Sure.
I'm like, hello?
Hello?
Hello, you there?
I'm guessing that's a strength check.
Yes.
Probably.
Just pushing on the door.
That's all he'll have to do anyway.
Do a athletics check.
Athletics.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, it would be an athletics check, yeah.
18. How did
That's
that go?
still doing pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I'd say you managed to push it.
I don't think a cupboard could
Like-
save him at this point.
You push it open, like, it clearly was like a desk that he had pushed over. Like, so I'll push it over to here. You can basically see him. He, like, does a run up, like, now that seeing that you've pushed the door open, and he smashes through the window. Fortunately enough, not cutting himself, as he jumps out. And, like, yeah, he goes for a run.
I'm gonna cast on myself, Zephyr's Strike, so I'm even faster. And please let me go through the window because it counts as a wall.
Guys, I'm just gonna be on my phone for a second. By phone, I mean I'm gonna swap to my phone because I need to.
And while I'm chasing him, I'm going, Black, check the room!
Alright, I'm gonna, like, do this real quick. 'Cause that's when the door would open to the others.
And I yelled to Black to check the room, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, let me through the window. Let me through the window, please!
Right, sorry. I need to make it into a thingamajig.
Why not just drag?
There you go. You can now look through it. Get yourself back where you were, because it's initiative.
So does the door open? Like, do I come through with Ozone? Wait, was that yes?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
like when the door would open, you come out with Ozone, and that's where you are. And
Well then,
put yourself back where you were.
Ruby realizes what just happened.
It's like, put yourself back where you were. Put yourself
To
back
be
where you
fair,
were.
we were left unattended!
Put yourself here.
Why are you putting me back in there?
Because that's where you are.
Initiative.
We're an initiative.
Yeah.
I have Zephyr's trick!
Yes! I allowed
Yes!
you to cast it, but I'm not allowing you to move yet.
Wait, we're in initiative?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're an initiative, baby.
You know.
Point 17, what the hell?
Ruby,
Dex. So if,
Right.
like,
It's
so if someone has the same number, it goes by their dex next.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
He's lower than us at the moment.
Sad. This is not good. This is
Did you
not
roll-
good.
oh, I got a 20.
You're a 20?
Not natural, but yeah,
What's your dex real quick?
16.
16. Right, so it goes Black, then Lacinia, then Maven,
And Rook.
And then Rook, yeah. And then Rose.
Or Ruby.
Ruby had a great idea. She was.
Right.
She was
Yeah, we have
looking for
we have an even
advantages.
better one. Kill.
She was going to use it at her advantage.
No, I just want to catch this poor sucker at this
I'm
point.
going to catch this guy too. Except
Pokemon this
in an
motherfucker.
easier
right?
way.
So, Black, what are you doing?
Looking for evidence of
Looking
this
for
fucking...
evidence.
Looking for evidence!
Yeah, so like on the table, like
Check
you
the
can
drawers, see if there's panties in them.
Check
kind of, like,
everything!
passive investigation, like I think we have what was it, 13. Like, you can kind of see that there's been a bit of like a situation where he's like tried to hide some stuff. There's like a pile of like letters that he's left on the table, clearly because like he hadn't had time to put that away yet. Then yeah, the cupboard
You really held
I'd
it down.
say is slightly open.
It is the fucking shrine. Where's the shrine? Where's the panty shrine?
Where's the weeaboo shrine?
Yes! Where's the body pillow or the maid, like, the fucking
Like,
doll
what are you
man of
doing?
it?
Yeah, like honestly, like just looking through everything, looking for evidence. Like,
Investigation and, yeah, like
Okay.
you just find like the letters that like he had placed there. That's basically all you find in that area. So
who are they addressed to?
all through every
Hands down.
single damn one. Probably like there's one that he was writing on the desk as like you make your way around it, and like on it just says like, "Dear Ruby, I love you so much. I want to be with you, but that night you saw me and it scared me so much. I thought that I was going to lose you because you wouldn't trust me ever again."
Ah!
Black's gonna
What?
fucking Black's gonna like gag and like with a dagger like
Cringe.
push the letter like away.
You're lucky I haven't read the other ones. Ooh!
Oh, Sonic, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yep.
In DMs.
Well, just say it out loud if it's nothing private.
Is there a letter from fuck, what's his name?
Flash? No,
Uh
Flood. Sorry.
Flood.
I was thinking Flash Flood. So many floods. Yeah,
Why did
Flood.
you make so many
Your
people
fault.
called Flood? Yes, this is your fault.
Well,
Yes.
there's gonna be characters with the same name, okay? That's how it works
Would
in
all
real
of them
life.
in an area where they run at someone be called a flash flood then?
Yeah, well, he's Flash, he's Flood, okay? That's how it works.
But there's two floods!
It's just his last name.
There's too many!
His last name's Flood. But
Oh,
he likes
is
to
there?
be called Flood.
Is there a flash
and-
flood or not?
There would probably be one from Flood.
oh my god.
Oh, Ruby's gonna kill the boy.
It would probably be Torn as well.
Actually gonna kill. Oh,
So that's why you haven't had any
Like,
letters
scribbled
from him.
out, torn, like drawn devil faces over it.
how dare! How dare!
Strong evidence in our favor.
Ruby, yeah, Ruby has not seen it yet.
Yeah. Anyway, is that all you're doing then, Black?
Yeah, and Black's just
Just anyhow.
investigating the room.
Lucinia, what are you doing? Just chilling?
Lucinia's just fucking. Lucinia's just grabbed popcorn.
It's just like, why am I with these people?
This is clearly going to burn if she doesn't attend to it. Let me do it.
Well, here's what I was actually doing.
Yep.
So this would have been taking place while they were getting the door open and
Yep.
while those two were talking. Just
I'll allow this to
reference.
be a free action then.
Yep. I would have been looking for like laxatives and stuff, basically.
Alright.
Stuff that would make an upset tummy.
Yeah, it would probably be like some sort of herbal sort of thing that people would know.
Yep.
So it'd probably be in like the cupboard in the back.
Yeah. I would have been looking for one of those while they were doing their thing.
Yep.
Um,
This would be an
and-
action to do this now though.
Yep.
Like to put it in there.
And I will be adding that to whatever was being cooked.
Are you, okay, sleight of hand to do this then.
Yep.
Because you're opening up an oven that is on and sliding it in sort of thing.
Mmm.
Epic music for an epic moment of laxatives.
22.
22 will do it.
You haven't warned any of us because we will not know that you have done this.
That is to. You're saying that as if we're going to be allowed to stay for the
You true that.
For
True
dinner.
that.
Definitely not.
lunch. You've just assaulted their child.
Yeah, and
maybe-
he assaulted my
Not
friend.
yet. We've just broken into his room.
Maybe just,
Terrified
looks
him a
over
bit.
To, you, Ruby, and just like, murder time? She jumps off the couch and like with her dagger and just starts throwing it in a random direction.
Ruby's just like, not yet.
Too late.
Oh,
Oh my god! She has no clue how to throw a dagger and I rolled a 20. With disadvantage.
That's my baby. Let's go.
Let's go, child!
just
Criminal
no.
child, yes!
So he just throws a dagger at Ozone. Gets it like square across the face. And she just like rears back like, what the hell? Get out of my house!
As soon
We're
as they
gonna be so wanted.
oh my god. As soon
Brooks
as
just
they
like
say-
holds up like basically like gets up from the couch. Alright, that's enough, that's enough. And like draws his gun and like raises it up into the sky. I will shoot this one and points it towards Ruby. If you continue this behavior.
There's a reason why I didn't like you.
What is going on here?
This one's son, she points at Ozone, has been following me for ages and I only just found out.
Isn't
That's
there
the
only a
6
few
seconds.
seconds if it's in
Yeah. Like,
initiative?
I like to allow like response time for the player because it's 6
Okay.
seconds theoretically, and it would happen on their turn, but it's a whole process of remembering it.
My turn's at the very end.
Yeah, like Rose just like gets up and just like jumps on the opposite side of the table and just like basically points the staff at like what do you call it? Actually, no, that would be not there. Probably a reduced flame she would hold in her hand and just like aims it towards Brooke. I don't want to do this, but don't make me. Please do not shoot my daughter. I know there's a lot going on right now and looks to everyone in the room. We'll sort this out. Let's just behave and don't hurt each other. Brute.
Death to the child.
Death to the child!
I'm not fucking killing the child. I'm gonna grab at him. But
Yeah, like you can see he's like running, and then he like looks behind and just sees this little like lightning bolt just.
Let's see.
This blur,
This is
a green
I
blur.
can't.
Unlawful entry. What other laws have been broken here?
What do you mean unlawful entry? We were allowed into the house.
You were allowed into the house, but not. Fine then. Searching the house without a warrant.
How about this as well? The guy had also broken an entry, stalked a woman.
And searched my stuff, by the way.
Yeah, and searched her stuff.
It evens out. Well, maybe not. He's still on the heavier side.
Where the fuck is Grapple?
Who has a black one?
It's
Grapple
just an
is
opposed
under
athletics.
actions in combat.
Yeah.
So, like,
So like, they get to do a acrobatics or athletics, and you do an athletics check.
Okay, I'll do an athletics check then.
She's definitely doing an acrobatics.
Me?
No.
I am a he, man. Wait a minute,
What
did
did you
it-
roll?
does it- 1 second.
A 32.
Because unless you like roll a 1 with your athletics, I think you're fine.
I'm just like basically I'm gonna be in this kid's nightmares. Let's just put it that way. 17.
You definitely grabbed him. He rolled an 8. He's quite frail now that you've got hold of him, and he's just like, please, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Snap him like a twig.
Like, now that you've got, like, hold of him, you can see his weapons. Like, he's got, like, a dagger strapped to one side, as well as a nice longsword in, like, a sheath. He's wearing, like, a ring. He's got, like, half plate that he's wearing over him.
He has a tattoo on his chest that says Ruby for life.
Just a heart that says
No,
Ruby.
it's a heart with, like, a little arrow sticking through it, with, like, little bits of, like, blood.
I'm going to turn him upside down and shake all of his weapons off him.
Okay, do I'll probably say a strength check.
His
Just
pants
okay.
are suspiciously wet.
PG.
19!
No, it's with P.
Yeah, that'll do it. He's frail.
Yeah, it's P. What? Huh?
He's
What?
a frail boy.
I've just shook the man of his weapons.
Yeah, it's like a long sword and a dagger falls to the ground. Probably 2 rings, like one that you didn't see before, it drops to the ground, kind of revealing itself as it drops to the ground. And he looks at you, just like, please, I'm sorry, just don't hurt me. I'll apologize.
Stare him right in the eyes, like, you're going to talk to everyone in that room exactly what you've been doing for the past couple of years.
I will, please, just don't hurt me.
Alright, let's go in together then now, shall we? I'm gonna take him.
shit.
I'm going to take him in whilst, like, holding him and not letting him go.
Right, halved movement speed, because you're carrying someone.
Yeah, so back to normal.
Yeah, you'll be back to normal. I forgot about that. Just add that to your thingy-majiggies. So
I am
say
spent. Okay, so he comes with me over to here.
Howard.
I'll go bathroom, Howard. Go.
Chuck him through the window.
No, I stepped through it with him on my shoulder and dragged him in.
What about the glass?
Right,
What about it?
that your turn?
Whoops! It accidentally slipped on your neck.
Whoopsies.
That's your turn.
Whose turn?
Is that your turn?
Ozone.
Your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Ozone.
I've gone up, grabbed him, and taken him back.
It's like Ozone just looks at like everyone in that like living room area and just like raises a hand up. You see this ring?
I have no fucking clue what it will do, but I'm willing to use it on all of you if you do not stop what you're doing and if you dare harm my son.
Sonic,
And this is what I wish I had identified.
The child is a terrible person.
move the camera.
Yep. Thank you, good sir. You see it? It is a ring that I have stored a spell on from some random guy. I do not know, but he put a random spell on here, and I have no fucking clue what it does. So I will use it on all of you if you harm my son.
Cool.
What's everyone's response in that room? Maven's just like, looks towards...
He harmed me.
Before you do that, I have evidence.
Probably like should add on that like, that freaking child, like she hurt me, so I have every right to use it.
That child has no idea what the fuck she's doing. You hurt that child, I fucking kill you.
There's no need to throw random spells at each other. Do I seriously have to be the one to...
Oh, Ash is like going to try and break free. What was the check beforehand?
Perhaps if your child wasn't running away from the people that are trying to talk to him.
What did you roll
Talks
for
a bit
your
jealous.
athletics check again? Jim? Scythe?
I'm just getting there.
Just roll again.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, like this time he like manages to break free, and he's just like,
Actually, no, wait, doesn't I have advantage on things when when someone tries to get away from me?
Yes.
possibly. You have like.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So can I roll that again with advantage instead? Because
Just roll. Just roll again.
Let's roll it again.
Just roll it
normally.
again.
Because you already rolled it. That one.
Oh, there we go.
Like, he's close to breaking out, but like you just like sits there like, please, I don't want to do this. I'm sorry.
I give him the meanest glare when he's doing that. By the way,
Yeah.
You want some rope?
I've got some, but if you wouldn't mind using it, that would be grand.
Like,
Well, it's Ruby's turn now.
Yeah.
it's like you left everything out here, wasn't it?
What?
Yes, I did. I shook everything out of his pockets and then went
Just
in.
left it out there.
Yeah, so it's all here.
Oh my god, guys, free stuff. Oh my god.
Free stuff. Let's
Free
If it's
stuff.
on the ground, it's not stolen.
Free
Oh
stuff, guys. Let's fucking go.
Still technically under his property, so it would be classified as stealing.
What do you mean? It was just left. It was on the ground. I found it.
The anklet has advanced knowledge. If it detects that you have technically stole it, which your mindset says it's on the
Bruce
ground,
steal it for him.
which is technically his, but it isn't, because it's on the ground, it still declares it as it's stolen.
I'll just have to grab it later, don't worry.
Alright,
Well,
is
you
it
could-
my turn or what?
You could
Yeah,
grab
it'd
it
be your
to... You could grab it and just say you're retrieving it for that person.
Okay, is there a
It's
gun
it's
still
the
at my
thing
head?
is, like, it senses what his mind's thinking, so it would be like,
Okay.
if it declares that, like, I'm just gonna grab it, quotation marks, it would
No, no,
declare
well,
it as him stealing.
What I mean is grab it and transport it into the room and put it on the floor.
Yeah.
That way he hasn't actually stolen it. He's
Yeah, you can
moved
always
it.
grab it and take it in.
Yeah.
As long as he declares it as its lawful action.
Okay.
Is there a gun still at my head?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck.
Like, he's holding his action. If you try and do anything stupid, he will shoot.
What did Ozone's? I mean, what did Wait, what was the last thing that was said? Oh yeah, what Ozone said something about the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
basically there's a chain reaction. So if like Rook, like if you do something stupid, Rook will shoot, and then your mother will shoot Rook. And yeah.
Ozone
And
would use whatever's on that
Ozone
ring.
will use whatever the fuck is in that ring.
So Ruby is literally the mine. Good to know.
So just for reference, this is a ring of spell storing. They can hold up to 5th level spells. That can be divided into like a 1st level spell, or like to like, let's say 2 1st level spells and a 3rd level spell, or a second level, and a 1st.
Or it could just be.
It could be
advanced
straight up
fireball.
a 5th level spell.
Alright. Oh, okay. Give me a second.
Is it too late to
Alright.
say hold an action to dodge?
I mean,
Can we just hold that action to
Kinda.
dodge anyway? Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Ruby's gonna use Godly Grace
yep.
on freaking douchebag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remind me what that does.
And it says, oh, fuck, my eyes are really so bad at this. Use your reaction to reaction. Fuck, I hate that. It's technically reacting to the gun. Can I?
Reacting to a held action? What's the rule on that?
Yeah, true.
Theoretically, yes, it would work if he shoots.
Shoot. But shooting will not help me with Godly Grace.
Do? Like, what does Godly Grace do? 'Cause,
So
like,
it's
I'll be honest, I'm waiting for a
Distract
guard to
the
show up
enemy.
at this point.
subclass, like
Basically distracts the enemy.
it just distracts them. So you can use it. It's just like it happens before he shoots. I think.
right.
I don't think he'll
So it-
shoot though. Will he shoot?
so
I
it's
mean, I've
gonna-
got...
Redirect his attack, kind of. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna hold at least that reaction just in case. So it's gonna be using that up.
I mean, it just happens. Like, you can declare that you use your reaction when it happens. Anyone can do
Yep.
that. It's like, say if
But yeah.
someone
When it does happen, it's basically use your action to try and distract an enemy. Target must make a 13 wisdom saving throw or become charmed until the end of next turn. So he'll basically be in awe at her beauty.
that would be very disturbing.
I know,
God,
and it's bad.
This entire situation is just a mess.
This is definitely a
But,
mess. This whole situation.
But with where Ruby is in terms of which god she goes for and what she usually does in and what she looks like it's gonna be that kind of charm, if anything. But
yeah.
what will she actually do though? Do that well.
Black.
Okay.
Black, you there? Blue,
Blue.
Yeah.
So there you are.
your turn.
Yes.
Yeah, you could probably retrieve the items out there.
Best
There's
didn't get
also-
to speak.
Also, there's a lot of other things in that room that you could probably find.
Like what?
Look for a shrine. I don't know. They've hidden other things. These are just the ones they didn't have time to hide.
Yeah, Black's gonna look around.
There is the open wardrobe. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That he told you about earlier.
Yeah, the slightly
Doing
open.
very well on the investigations.
I mean, he doesn't need to have high investigation. These things are blatantly obvious when he discovers them. It's like, yeah, you open up this like cupboard. There is a massive shrine dedicated to Ruby. There is like a clay sculpture of her head, like pinpoint accuracy. And
Oh my
what
God.
makes this more worse? It has her hair in it. Clearly, like strands of her hair that she's like lost or something from like bed hair. Or
Dude,
something
I'm
like that.
eating. Do you want me to throw the fuck off? Oh,
Yeah, I
bro.
went full stalker. You wanted a stalker. I gave you
Yeah,
a fucking
true,
stalker.
true.
You asked him to look hot. You didn't tell them about the attitude.
No, I told him he has to actually be a full-on stalker.
So yeah,
I'm gonna look at him
Like,
in
there is-
disgust.
pictures and shit. Like, there's just, it's disturbing. I would say there's extra things, just not on stream.
Oh,
You can type it out.
out.
I dare you to type it out.
I'm sure. How
You're
traumatized
one
is
of
my
those.
scorpion and I?
100%.
Do a con check.
For what?
God,
Me and the
actually,
scorpion.
Both of you.
Both.
Saving. Right.
I need to shut up because I'm
Just,
gonna
yeah,
get
save
yelled
him
at
for her.
soon.
No, it's a sanity check.
Yeah, sanity check more so.
I'm not doing so well.
Yeah, you just look at this and you're just like, oh, that's disturbing.
Yeah, Black's
Okay.
gonna like
Just
close it.
Scorpion just
uneasy.
even regurgitates.
Just instead of throwing up, can I just do it in my mouth and swallow it?
Yeah, sure.
No, throw up on him.
No, I don't want.
You'll probably find that kinky. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, don't start. Not the jar.
Actually, there'll probably be a recent edition. Now that I think about it, there'll be a recent edition which is a picture of you, Debrew, with like X's over the eyes.
I'm gonna,
Doesn't
be-
like you, apparently.
I'm gonna give him a reason to want me dead, as well as that, if that's the case. I'm just going to be this man's worst nightmare. Please, can I be?
But yeah,
Okay.
is that all you're doing, Black? No, we've gone a bit over that.
No, how far is the stuff?
The stuff is outside. That is from you 45 feet.
I
Yeah,
can
you
get.
can make it.
I'm telling Feeny as soon as she gets home, she better watch this.
Actually, I'm
was.
gonna
She's gonna watch it
use
tomorrow.
my dash as well.
She's also going to try and watch it later on because she finishes around about 9:30.
Oh.
You're gonna have it's be counted as stolen, mate. You won't be able to take them.
No, as long as he has the intent of just putting it inside, like just bring it inside.
All right then, that's fine.
Yeah, so there's 2 rings, and a dagger and a longsword.
Yeah, he's.
I left it there for a reason, so he wouldn't grab it. Whatever.
Well, as long as it's in the hands of one of us, then he can't grab it.
True. And also, good luck trying to grab at something that's way smaller than you.
Yeah.
What's with this deception check?
Trying to deceive myself.
Definitely fails.
Well, your intent is to bring it inside anyway, so
Just to bring it inside.
and
Not
slide
take
and
it.
everything.
and use
Bring-
it as evidence.
Bring it inside.
For evidence.
For evidence, yes. For evidence. Keyword evidence.
Bring
Listen
it
here.
in.
Yes. God. This is gonna be a
So, just to recap of what's going on, you have Ozone, who's holding up the ring, declaring, "I'm going to use this fucking ring if anything happens." Then you've got Rook, who's basically just aiming his gun, waiting for Ruby to do something. Then you've got Rose basically holding up a fire spell, ready to fire it at Rook if he dares fire that at his at her daughter, brain fart. And then Maven's just standing there, basically still in the action of just finishing throwing this dagger at Ozone.
Okay. So, I'm going to patiently walk here.
Mhm.
Stare Rook down. Put the weapon away. I look over to Rose. Put the staff down.
Spell.
And I
forgot
look
she
back
doesn't
to
have a staff
Ozone.
move. Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
And then I look to Ozone. There is no need for any of this. We can simply talk.
I don't want to talk. I want you to get out of my house and leave my son alone.
Then stop threatening us, and we will leave.
Your
Patiently.
freaking child just threw a dagger at me. And I'll do it again!
Maven!
Then, Rose, if you would be so kind, could you heal Ozone?
She mutters under her breath and then nods.
Oh, goodness.
Now, during this, I am actually going to be holding the shove action against Rook, just in case something something happens.
Yep. Maven will basically jump over to here, kind of moving behind. Oh, actually, probably moving into here for safety reasons.
Safety. I don't want her to be scarred by anything in this room.
She's seen worse. Rook is going to basically repoint the gun. Now, if you want me to drop this gun, and your friend there, let's rephrase. If I drop my gun, what's stopping you from hurting Ozone again, or your green friend, the half-orc, from hurting poor Ozone's child?
Let's see. Well, I can tell that we've already broken a few rules, a few laws, so I'm sure some jail time could persuade them. I just want everyone to get out of this alive. Anyone that gets injured shall be healed by Whoever has a healing spell, I suppose. Or, even better, if you have potions.
Rook's turn.
Fine. But I'll do it my own way then. Sorry, Ozone. It's gonna turn the gun and fire it towards, what do you call it? Ash?
Ruby, can Ruby still use her thing?
I was gonna say,
Can Ruby still use it?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Oh my god, yes!
both Ruby
he-
and I have held actions against him, so.
He needs to roll a fuck.
Wisdom saving?
Yes. Let me find it. It's 13, I believe.
Just double check. Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Which he just fails.
Absolutely enthralled.
I
Ew.
think how this would happen is like basically he like goes to pull the trigger. Like this is when like Lucinio would shove, pushing him down onto like the table here. It's like he'll probably like stumble onto the table. The gun gets fired as like he stumbles, and like it shoots arcing into the roof, and like. Then that's when he like turns towards you. So beautiful.
Wait, how many feet does this wait. If a creature, okay, a creature. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's that specific creature. Okay, good. And then Ruby's just like, I know I am. But no touchies.
Ew.
Yeah, I gotta try and remember what I said.
How else is she gonna do, like, disarm this guy?
Ugh.
Even Ruby knows it's gross, but, like, she needs to do this. Oh no.
That's who's it's gonna hit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's
The reaction
throwing
goes
it.
off because of like what she did. Everyone roll a Constitution
Oh.
saving throw. We'll hit Rook as well because she can't choose her.
Can I react to the reaction?
Does she have to take the save as well?
Can I react to the reaction?
I'm gonna declare that she won't realize what's gonna happen. So yeah, she would have to.
Yeah. So
Debris,
does
you don't need a
Conte?
roll for this.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You said everyone, so I was like,
sorry,
okay.
yeah. Everyone in the circle is what I meant.
That's good because I rolled shit.
So did
I
Black.
rolled worse than you.
Yeah, well, we're fine. We're not in the thing.
So yeah, con save was it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Can I react to the reaction?
Oh. I don't know, man. I think I'm fine.
Constitution.
This was a random spell that I actually grabbed as well. I just got a random generator. I'm sad that I pulled this one. Everyone's failing. 'Cause this is-
Not me. I got a 19.
19?
Yeah. 18 plus one.
pass then. You're gonna take half as much, I think.
Ugh.
I'm sad.
Fifteen
Ruby
for
can't react to
half
the reaction.
So basically, like, how this happens is she's kind of like, as like she like raises her hand up, she then like senses what she's got to do to cast a spell, and she brings this like ring down, slamming it into the ground, as like the ring itself just shatters, and a blast of like, what is it? Probably
I'll declare it as radiant energy just erupts out. With thunder energy as well, just like this thunderous radiant energy just rupturing out throughout the room. Like, some of the walls get blown out. Then, like, probably...
Doors just get swung open.
Doors swung open. Windows, like, in the vicinity, just shatter. As
Which I
it
don't
slams
think there are
down.
any of those range.
Ruby, you instantly go down. Rook is gonna instantly go down. Licinia, I think you just are standing. As half of that is you don't have resistances to thunder or radiant.
I don't think anyone has
Do you
any-
mean like I'm down to 0?
Yep, straight up down to 0 HP. You are knocked unconscious.
Oh my god.
I think how I declare this is because it's a wave of energy, you get pushed back, and you technically get knocked prone because you've like even though you are unconscious, it declares you're like knocked prone. So I think how I would declare this is you get knocked into Licinia, and Licinia you manage to catch.
Yeah.
So you take 27 damage.
Oh, only 27.
Yeah, because it's half.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Hey,
fine then.
Rook's dead?
Not dead, just
No, he's
unconscious.
just unconscious.
Rook's down, unconscious,
Yeah.
just like us. Or
Okay.
you.
He gets knocked back into road.
So how much damage was it, did you say?
27.
Whoops. 27, okay. Whew.
It's like everyone in the outside the room, you can just hear this thunderous explosion come from the house. Debris, because you're inside, you can definitely hear it. It's just this loud.
I'm just gonna be like, the
Yeah.
fuck, I just was trying to get you to have a conversation. What the hell are they doing in there?
Because her trigger for the hold action was if anyone harms her son.
No
I
one
haven't
harmed.
actually.
We
I
No one
have.
actually...
Rook
No one
wants to
harmed
go
her.
harm.
No one actually harmed though.
Rook
I haven't
basically
actually.
turned
I'm holding
and
him.
shot
I'm not
at-
actually
yeah.
harmed him.
So I'm gonna
Ah.
basically give you guys an insight of what just happened. So like basically Rook had line of sight on Ash.
Oh, okay.
So he turned and shot at Ash to just basically
Yeah.
declare, I'm ending this whole thing right now and here. And yeah.
Yep. So, Ruby and I basically just saved Ash's life.
Yeah.
Be the one that was literally,
So you guys back here.
literally being stalked. Jesus Christ.
Is that so? Everything's done with that,
Yeah.
right? So Rose can do shit now.
Rose can do shit now. Rose just looks around just like, what the fuck did you just do? And she is going to cast, where is it? Mass Healing Word.
But I don't want Rook to get healed. God damn it.
I'm just gonna heal Rook anyway, because she's a healer.
Also, this has escalated beyond what we were trying to do anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, that always happens. But Mel, if Rook
Sinister.
dies, then
Exactly. We want Rook to die, but her
Shut
son's not gonna do
You're
that.
back up now. You've been healed. I'm gonna heal up. Probably. No, she probably wouldn't heal Ozone after that.
So where are we at? Where am I at?
So you've just been healed for 6. I've just put it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're on 6 health now. That is how to the group.
I'm bringing. Let me just measure how far that is. Yes, we can get out there. So I'm just taking me and Ash to the door, over here. Fucking let me go. Look, you're here, and I'm just gonna look at it and just be like, "What the fuck are you all doing?"
You'll notice Ruby's on the ground,
Yeah.
but like only just barely alive.
Probably like Licinia's like hands are over like Ruby, like cause of the catch.
Yeah.
Just getting your son, so as we can have a talk about what the fuck's going on, and you're all attacking each other. Yeah, I could have done about it more gently, but the fuck, guys.
Ruby like hesitantly goes, but I just wanted to talk as well.
He ran the fucking window. I just went to go get him so as we could have a chat about what happened last night. There's evidence in here. I was just gonna come in here and tell you what was happening and ask you to come in and have a look. And you're going and killing each other. What the hell?
I had no clue what that ring would do, but
You had
You broke
intent of
into-
doing something.
my son's room, accusing him of being a stalker.
Alright, come in here right now
I-
and have a look at what we've seen.
I think
But
you're
before
prob-
making
I'm gonna
any more rash
declare-
decisions, come here.
This out of initiative because she's just realized what she just did.
Yeah.
I have no intent of injuring your son or causing any harm to him. I just wanted to have a conversation. And you
I
guys,
never
all
intended
of
on
you,
killing anyone. I'm so sorry.
well, you did.
Ruby slowly gets up and starts walking towards
Walks over to
Debrew.
you. Are you okay?
Come in here right now, all of you, to see what me and Black have discovered in your son's room.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry.
Come and have a look before court. Jesus fucking
Probably
Christ.
moves the desk back to where it was originally, just so it's not in the way for everyone to walk past.
Take the gun off the fat man.
Rose would
I
probably
will.
do that.
Yeah. If Rose
Because
doesn't
otherwise we're all fucking dead.
He's like sitting on the ground, like, and Rose is just glaring over him like, you flippin' idiot.
he's
This
near
did not
death.
need to be escalated to the way it was.
Can I just kick him a little bit?
Sure. Do an unarmed strike.
No, no. No,
Go on, do an unarmed strike, Dylan. Do an unarmed strike.
He's near death, he'll fucking die.
Exactly.
Still holding on to Ash, by the way, and I go to Ozone. Open that wardrobe.
Probably not. Read the letters first.
It's still open. You guys never declared that you're closing it.
Oh no, he did.
I
He
closed
did.
it. I closed
Yeah,
it.
Black closed it. Black, if you've got the letters, you can just hand them to her before she opens the wardrobe.
Yeah, this is probably better. This one's for you. Ruby, you might want to read this one.
The one from Flood.
Yeah. Clearly states it's addressed from Flood, but like it's just like the letter itself is torn and like it's scrubbled out and everything, and like he's drawn devil faces and stuff like that all over it.
Is any of it legible?
None of it.
Damn.
Probably the only thing that like is legible is like, "Dear Ruby," and that's it.
At the end, it just says "love you."
From
Reese
Flood.
starts to legit tear up. She's so sad she never got to read whatever words has actually happened on this page. And then she, like, you see this, like, she starts getting super mad. So it's sad mad, and you know what sad mad is like.
Smad.
You've seen, some of you guys have seen what happened when she became sad mad.
Rose, take a child. Get her to calm down.
Dear, perhaps let's just step out of the room for now. You are quite injured.
I don't think we can afford another incident.
She she looks, and she does her best to try and look at this guy, and it's just like, I swear to God, your life. No, I swear to oh dear, your life is going to be a living hell.
Anyway, back to what we were saying. Black, show her the letters.
Yeah. Like hands the rest of the letters to.
She looks over at Maven.
Maven's just like, I'm gonna step out. I've had my fair share of stalkers and shit.
And I have the.
Don't give her the dagger. Do not give her the dagger.
No more.
I can't
you,
throw
you've been
that
banned.
Ozone, and it's embedded in the wall somewhere. I can go get it for
No.
you.
Can you get it for me?
No.
Sure.
No.
No.
Bad child.
No. No. Lucinia, can you stop her?
Fine.
Thank you.
Ruby looks over at Ozone.
Cutting
like-
action.
What?
Cutting action to disengage from Lucinia.
Oh, lol. Ruby looks over at Ozone and she says, "This is just so I can defend myself if anything else does happen between him and me."
There you go.
Thank you. And she like takes it off. Kind of like swings it around a little bit. Ah, yeah, that feels good.
Don't stab. I will
Is she
honestly put
reading?
you in a jail cell myself. And for
Alright,
this
it's just-
one, turns back to Ash. I have a lot of words that I could describe you right now.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, there's more. Open the wardrobe, Black.
Rose,
Shield,
hide your
eyes,
daughters and your eyes.
please.
Otherwise, she
He
might
starts
kill the
making her
child.
way.
We have
Slowly.
warned you, but yeah, there's some things in there that are
Yeah.
I'm more than
honestly
happy to
disgusting.
look.
Ruby's
I'm gonna
looking
look.
from behind.
Okay, I'm going to look directly at Ash as this is going on and just be like, "These are the consequences of your fucking actions."
Yeah, like slowly opens, fucking gagging at what she already knows.
Yep. You can just see like Ozone's face as you slowly open it, like just immediately change from this really serious look to just a shock.
Just deep panic.
I
Yeah, this is what your
she
son has been
turns
doing.
and
He
just
hasn't been
like
studying.
walks up to like Ash and just slaps him, like backhand slap.
Hell yeah, let's go, Mom!
You
Ruby
Fire,
goes
Mom.
up to the shrine.
disgusting boy! I am disgusted to have even birthed you. How dare you? Get out of my sight. You are lucky I'm not putting you in a cell myself.
Can we please do it? It would probably be better for
Turns back to you,
society.
but it kind of gives you this immediate death stare. I will
Like,
be
not now.
contacting Thunder very soon.
Hooray!
I'm gonna look at Ozone. It's like, I'm sorry for how I came in to grab your son for this attention.
You know what?
Did not intend for things for the
I
to
forgive
turn
you.
out this way.
Oh yeah, his shit's on the bed, by the way.
He does what?
Like his rapier, there's a dagger there, and there's two rings.
His stuff.
Oh,
His
Yeah,
junk.
his stuff.
I was going to say.
Yeah, no, he shit the bed, you know. Just
He probably shat himself when Debrew
That's
came
like-
up to him
Yeah,
at super speeds.
Grabs all his stuff. You stole this from my stuff, didn't you? I'm sorry, Mum. I didn't mean to. And you've been... She cuts herself off.
Ruby literally is just looking at the letters and she's like, "Damn, you're actually very kinky. What the fuck?"
Yeah, like, there is detailed ones. Like, there's probably one, like, about, like, what he saw that night with you and, like, Debrew. And, like, he's so mad, like, going, "How dare you have another lover there?" and stuff like that.
Can I
Oh,
lean
he's
really,
not my lover.
Can I lean really close to his face and like go like, the funny thing is that I'm not even with her for that reason. She's my best friend, you sick fuck.
I'm sorry.
There's just a photo
I, I,
in
I,
a jar.
I'll lock myself up in the storage room for now, and then when the guards come, I'll happily go to a cell. Just please don't hurt me.
Wait. And Ruby looks at him. And like he can see like the anger in her eyes, but also the sadness as she's still holding the letter from Flood. And she looks at him and she's like, how long has this been going on for?
Looks to you, DeBrew, and then looks back to Ruby. About,
Answer the question, darling.
since our final years in high school.
You know,
Commitment.
if you were not as creepy, you might have had some slight bit of a chance. But no, not anymore. Dude, look at this. I needed this. I've been waiting for this for like days.
I'm sorry,
Can you tell me what it said?
Well, I don't remember much of what it said. I just saw it
Whatever
was
you
addressed
remember,
to you.
tell me.
About something about him settling in. He's happy now. He can't wait to hear back from you and how your adventures are going. And then looks back to you, DeBrew, and then back to Ruby.
I growl at him every time he looks at me.
Yeah, like he kind of like cowers a little every time you growl. And then something about how he can't wait to see you again. He's made a couple new friends. And they're really nice. And looks to his mum.
Dress.
And then looks back to you. And that he's found someone that kind of is like a mother figure to him.
He needed that.
I think that we've caused enough problems here for now. I look to Ozone. Very sorry for the disturbance in your household.
Don't be. I won't report it. I will take personal care of my son for now. He just kind of like
He found a way
grumbles at the
into
sound of, like,
into the
saying something.
court's establishment undetected.
Well, and that is this ring, and she holds it up. It's a mind shielding ring.
I see.
Yeah. A couple of us have this sort of ring. We use it so we can get around with no one really noticing.
I've got a question. Anybody looking?
Think so. Not currently.
Probably.
He's
like,
not. She's about to give.
I think
do something.
Rose would be still looking in that direction towards the cupboard, just like clearly in shock of like the clay face of Ruby with like the hair and everything. She's just moderately disturbed.
Okay, so her main focus is that.
Ruby gives. Ruby's just like. Give me your hands. Like, hold them out like I'm holding this.
Kind of like slowly raises it, like his hands.
He places the letter that was torn up and written all over into his hands. She's like, that's the one thing I'm gonna let you keep as a reminder of what love really might be. But you need to find someone else. It's not me. And I know it's not me.
But I love you.
Take it from someone who knows love. This is not love.
But you taught me love. I wanted to be with you forever.
I'm gonna pick him up and kind of bring him back a bit from Ruby if he's going inching forward towards her.
Yeah, it's kind of probably like that sort of like thing where he's like standing at a distance to like respect that boundary, trying to reforge what he can.
It's not love.
But I'm
Go
sorry.
see a psychiatrist.
You need me, bruh.
Well, for
Trust
starters, and like, Ozone walks back over. This sword, you could have killed someone with it. This sword, it's deadly, dear. I know, Mum. I just...
Look at me. Look at me. This is obsession. This isn't love. How much of Ruby do you actually know, besides what you have perceived her as? She's a lovely woman, I will admit.
She's beautiful, she's
Thank you.
lovely, she's kind. She
What else?
showed me love
How?
back in high school.
How?
Well, she cared for me when no one else did.
So she was
Goodness.
nice. She was nice to you one time.
Yes.
Never developed on that.
It
Took any
meant the
interest
world
in
to
you.
me. I was a nobody. No one cared about me. But she did.
Okay. You?
Because I was nice to you does not mean I like you like that.
But that's enough, son. That's enough. Just accept what they're saying. And just let's leave it at that. For all of you, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry that he's put you through this. DeBrew, was it? You can let go of him. I will keep my eye on him. I'm just glad he didn't use this sword on any of you. And she raises up this sword. It's kind of like a nice, like, very ornate looking sword. Very sharp
Whoa.
looking as well.
Sonic, you kind of just
You-
disappeared.
Cut out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I completely
We heard nothing. We heard nothing.
We heard she raised the sword.
And then we
and
just
it
heard
cut out.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she basically raises this sword. It's a very ornate looking sword, very sharp looking as well. And she basically like grabs the blade, but like sort of swipes her hand over it. If he cut you with this, and got a precise enough hit, it would have sliced your head clean off. So I'm just glad he didn't use this. As for you, don't ever go through my stuff again. I'm sorry, Mum.
Rose, maybe you could invest in maybe some of them crystal cabinets that you've got.
I'll have to give you my dealer, Ozone. That would be excellent, Rose. But I think I'm going to have to invest in some arcane locks. One that will alert me whenever it's opened. Looking towards Ash as she says this.
Therapist.
Yes, and I will be putting him straight into therapy. Thank you, DeBrew.
Welcome. I am going to place Ash next to Ozone. I'll like swap. Let's just swap the spots where they're standing.
Ruby's
Sure.
kind of looking at him in pity this time
I
instead
think
of
she's
just
probably sitting on
anger.
the bed at this point and just like stands there.
Ozone,
Yes.
Can you believe me next time when I tell you something in private?
In all
Please.
honesty, I think I will be. I'm sorry he had put you through that. It wasn't necessary at all, and it's quite traumatic what he's put you through. I don't know what he's seen of you.
And me.
And I guess you,
Sure,
if
he's
you've
seen
been
way
there.
more than.
Yeah,
you
may
really
more of
wanted.
you than me.
Well, I think I will let you lot leave. I'm going to go have a good stern conversation with Rook, especially about my son.
Yeah,
Speaks up
he
when I
was going to
say that.
shoot towards both of us, and I think it was at him, not me.
Yes, I'm quite aware of that. And she kind of like storms towards him.
I've tied Rook up at this point.
Yeah, Rook's kind of like just sitting there, like still muttering to himself, like, "So beautiful, so pretty. I think I'm in love."
Oh god.
I don't need to vomit again today.
Maven's like sitting there, like tearing a bit of her shirt off and just like stuffing it in his mouth.
Roll something real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead to it.
What you
Is
doing?
Rook important to this story?
Okay, what are you
Oh,
trying
God.
to do?
Murder?
No.
No.
But I can get away with it.
I will be changing your fucking alignment to lawful evil at the rate you're going, or chaotic evil actually would probably be.
What do you mean
more
I am
suitable.
chaotic good? My alignment's always been chaotic evil. Have you not noticed that? My backstory, it literally says chaotic evil. But luckily I didn't roll what I wanted to roll, so no murder. But yeah, stealthily, Black is just going to crumple up the head.
To like destroy the clay statue.
Yes.
So you just like crumple it up, making it into like a bowl. Like Ruby's hair is intertwined in this like clump bowl. Yeah.
Well, let's go.
I think we've caused enough havoc here. I'm gonna look over at Ash and be like, "See you in your nightmares, kid." Please tell me I scare him.
It's kind of like just cowers a little bit.
Can I have my dagger back, Ruby?
Alright.
Brace
Here it
walks
is.
over and just like places a hand on your shoulder. Just don't ever do something like this again to any woman
Or man.
or man.
Oh no.
Just anyone in general.
Or anything.
Because next time I will castrate you, got it? Like, just like kind of crosses his legs at that immediately.
I will
Oh
help!
dear.
As you say that, I just like put my head back in with my hand up. I will help!
Kind of like locks your arm with hers, like Ruby, and then just like walks you out.
Ruby looks back at him for a second as she walks out, just like saying bye.
Well,
Like in the nicest way possible, not in like the bye bitch. No, it's more just
I'm
bye.
going to deal with Rook. Thank you lots for coming.
I've now got to really deal with what's going on here, and hopefully no guards rock up at the house, wondering why there's a giant hole in it.
Say
Just
that
say
your
you're getting
cooking
a
went bad.
skylight. You're getting a skylight in here, you know, like one of them fancy windows to get like a good image of the sky. Good for lighting, I've heard.
I'll try my best with that one.
Yeah, it's a say it's a Zabrasian thing, maybe.
Right.
We tend not to have windows and stuff, and a lot of this sort of thing. So yeah, we could use that.
Rook in
Huh?
the leg, like Maven just like as like you guys are getting ready to leave, she just kicks Rook in the leg and then just hops over him.
You are getting a hot chocolate when we get home.
Ozone, one quick word with you.
Speak away.
Could we talk over in the kitchen?
Oh shit! Yes, right. My food. Give me a second. She
Yes.
runs over and grabs it out.
You-
Just like now.
Run!
Damn it. Oh great! I
Yep.
knew I shouldn't have left it in there.
It's quite alright. If you want to punish the other two, you can feed it to them.
She looks at you. Right.
Burn.
It is burnt, so
Yes, it'd probably be a bit of a hazard, but I guess I could feed it to them if they piss me off. I really disown him right now, but I will figure out what I'm going to do with that lemon child of mine. Oh, and sorry about the ring. I had no clue what it would do. I was just quite upset. Anyway, good day. Sleep well. I'll be keeping a close eye on my son. And hopefully putting him in a cell for you lot.
Please do. But
yes.
the main thing is a therapist. Please.
Yeah.
Of course.
Foremost, then think about that sort of stuff. He needs help.
Ruby looks over at Rook with like dagger eyes. It's like, bye, Rook. Shit, I fucking hate you.
Also, what the fuck, man? Why was your first instinct murder?
Oh,
I can I'm not talking to you.
Maven,
I point
yes.
I point to no, I'm not talking to Maven. I'm talking to Rook. I go to Ozone. Ozone didn't even know what the fuck the ring did, but you knew exactly what you were doing.
So beautiful, though.
No talking to him at the moment. Ozone, this guy just tried to kill your fucking son. We weren't. What the fuck's up with that?
I honestly don't know, and I will be getting down to the bottom of that when you guys leave.
Okay,
Also,
fine.
while he's loopy, do you know if the deed's like legit?
Looks to
He's not-
Rook.
Him?
Well, from what I know is yes. Azura's Namor was quite upset and distraught. I had a conversation with her a little while ago. That is why Rook is here. She never ever gave it to him. She had written it up and actually had thrown it out.
Oh.
So I believe he may have forged it. So if you guys can perhaps maybe sneak into his office. I know he's loopy right now. So pretty.
Clears his office.
Well, it's in the city, the upper class district.
Rose, do you know where his office is?
And how do we get permission to go in?
I will.
Or can
don't.
we just go in?
I can. Well, I will direct you lot. Probably looks to Black, and then looks to Licinia. Probably you two will be the best suited for sneaking in, because right now it's after hours and it would be locked, and I don't think anyone would let us go snooping around in there.
Let's go.
Do they have patrolling guards?
Well, I can answer that. Yes. I've been there a couple of times after hours. They usually have guards inside the building, usually one or two. Sometimes there'll be staff there late at night doing some paperwork, but there's guard patrols usually around the building.
Oh my god, Azura's awake.
You
Hey,
have so
Azura.
much!
What?
Phoenix is joined.
Oh, hi, honey. Right, you're walking around, I can tell. You're on mute, by the way.
I know. I'm walking to Macca's because I've got to wait half an hour before you even leave the house to come pick me up.
Yeah. And yes, well, there's guard patrols around the building, but you can easily sneak in.
Can you get me a guard uniform?
A guard's uniform? Not really.
Yes.
Listen, y'all. Don't worry. I have a plan.
All right.
It should be fine.
If
I
you
hope.
wish, Maven can stay here. I need
Can
to
we
take her
check
back
with
to the
her about
mansion?
throwing daggers.
We
Look,
can take
I-
Maven
talk
back to
with
the
her.
mansion, maybe.
Right.
you can have a chat with her at the mansion.
It would be safer
I will
for.
see you there tomorrow morning then.
Deal.
Again,
Like, walks
sorry
off, grabs Maven by the arm, and just hurries off.
Again, sorry for the everything that happened. Except for your son thing. That was what I was intending for, not everything else.
It's completely fine. I'm going to go discuss with Rook now.
Well, I guess if the guards come, you can kind of explain some of the things that happened.
Well, there's a nice giant hole in my roof, and an additional smaller hole in the roof, which was caused by him, so I can always disclaim that he kind of abused some magical properties, and I can always just say
Defend yourself.
he used the ring, or I defended myself.
Or
Yes, that's a good
Defending yourself is also a good way of doing it.
As long as your son gets all the brunt of your anger, I'm happy to defend you on this.
Right. Well, I think goodbye. Sleep well. Good luck with getting those deeds to the farm. I'm quite concerned that he did forge them, even though he managed to have her signature. So yes, she did say that she had written it up, but never really wanted to go through with it, so she threw it out. So I believe he may have found it in the bin and forged it.
Well, that's illegal as shit. Anyway, speaking of crimes that have happened today, we're about to do another one, so good night.
I'll try not to report you lot.
Thank you! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I'm gonna
Let's
just,
go.
do this. It'll be a lot more
I want
easier.
to.
So who's going?
I mean,
Who's gonna be lookouts then?
Ruby's probably not going to stay in. She's probably going to do the lookout because she's very wounded.
I'm gonna come with Ruby for a look
You can
at.
have a short
I
rest.
want this to be
I'll let you guys have a short rest if you wish.
Wait a second, the ring! I just realized what I have! What does it do? It's that. Okay, what do I do here?
Okay, I'm just gonna check everyone on the map now. So who is going?
How many 1d6 do I roll? 'Cause how many 10 minutes has it been?
What's the thingy? It'd probably take like an hour to walk over there.
So that's 66.
Yeah. So you'll definitely regenerate everything.
Curious though, I want to see. 1, 2, 3.
So for
4,
reference,
5.
the ring that she acquired from that statue, it was a ring of regeneration.
Okay.
So basically, it heals her for every.
Why is it not letting me take a fucking short rest? Okay, so we're taking a short rest, whatever.
Okay, not everything, but yeah. Then again, short rest.
Why am I
yeah,
still
okay,
encumbered?
yeah.
I'm not holding Ash anymore.
I don't know. Wait, no, that's the That was for the Zephyr stuff. There you
Oh yeah.
go. Alright, so who is going? So Maven will be following, because she loves stalking things. Not that kind of stalking, though.
Yes.
Actually, I'll probably put you guys like over here. Oops, that guard was not meant to be there. That guard is down this end.
Oh my god, what a lovely hallway.
Oh my goodness. A lovely hallway. We love the hallways. In lovely hallways all the way. Yes.
So
Yes.
what's the plan?
Yes.
Who's going?
We
Who's
love the
staying? Who's
hallways
not?
in this.
Rose is heading back home. So.
I think Ruby would head back home, honestly, actually,
Okay.
because
You have
she
access
wants to
to
write
switch
a
over to the other
letter.
map.
Yeah, she just wants to write a letter.
Do we at least get told, like, where in the building his office would be?
It would be upstairs.
I'll be lookout for you guys then.
Sure. I mean, I don't really need a lookout. There's in here, mate.
Ruby can't get inside her house, dude, on the top level. Help!
What's going on? Where are you?
I'm outside of the house on the top level, and I can't get in.
Yeah, outside on the top level. How did you get outside on the top level?
Because you were showing, so I was right next to the tree, and you were showing Debris
Sure,
where I
yeah.
was.
I'll maybe talking over.
So I need
Loads,
in,
come
please.
on, load.
Is it crashed?
I think it just froze.
So-
Mine's taking a long time to load. I think it might have crashed.
No, it's still good. Mine's good. Yeah, just loaded. Okay, where are you wanting?
I want to be in my room. Or wherever, yes, thank you.
Plank.
Well, I mean, if you
Would be-
don't need me as a lookout, I don't have to be here then, right?
I mean,
Do you guys want me here? Because like I would stick out like a sore thumb in Ganas.
yeah, exactly. Take Maven with you.
All right, come on, kid.
But I want to go too.
We can have hot chocolates and celebrate your very good throwing knife skills. Don't think I didn't catch a glimpse of that. As much as it wasn't a good situation for it, it was some good skill.
Thanks.
Let these guys handle it. It's all good.
Alright. So I'll leave you there on the map for now.
Okay. Just so as you don't have to take any more tokens off, but
Yeah.
we are at the mansion.
Yeah, you'll be heading to the mansion as well. Alright, so these two, what are you guys doing? I'm giving you guys 15 minutes to get into the building.
Well,
Sure.
Yep. 19, that will definitely get in there. Yeah, are you just straight up opening the door? Slightly opening the door? What are you doing?
Slightly opening the door.
Alright. So you slightly open the door. It opens fully, obviously, but like there is a guard who's like currently looking over at one of the desks, like on the table there, clearly reading one of the books.
being able to see their cone of vision would make this a lot easier. All right.
Listen here. You see Black just go invisible.
Well, that's handy.
Is
Yeah, I don't have those little things. I will, however, try to keep up and just like away from his line of sight.
Do me a stealth.
A stealth?
Yep.
Just a sec. I don't think you need to roll a stealth.
No, he does.
Yeah. I do.
Because I can still hear
My-
footsteps and stuff like that.
My brother in Christ.
Oh no.
26.
Yeah. You guys
Jesus.
easily sneak past this guard. There's like another one in the corridor
He
that
is asleep.
you guys can sneak past.
Yep. Do we have any idea where we're supposed to be going?
No, all she said was upstairs. Cough,
Right.
cough. Any more information, DM?
That's all she gave you.
Well, I suppose we'll check these doors one by one then.
Sure, you check that one, I'll check this one. Is it open? It's locked.
Both of them locked.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it, I have pulls again.
Can you roll me a stealth, Dylan?
Stealth.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, alright.
How's a repeat? 26 again.
Yeah, you're fine. The door is locked, and you managed to open yours, Black.
What was that?
The door is locked.
Yeah, the door is locked.
Yeah.
Black's gonna like peek her head through. Does this look actually, is there like a name tag thing on the door?
Actually, yeah, that would be nice. That would
Give
be
me
a
a
good thing to
perception.
The
check.
one time where labeling of doors is not obnoxious.
Yeah, on this door you'd find, probably say,
Odds office, mayor's office.
Water Lily, Songfell.
Right, so let's just check the doors then.
So not so blacksmith.
It's probably like a really small, like, little tag that is slightly above the door, so you can, like, actively looking, you would notice it, but, like, not looking, you wouldn't notice it.
Yeah, Black's gonna look at.
I'm gonna
This one
check
would
this.
say, like, rock, stone, night holler. I'm just coming up with rare names on the top of my head right now.
You know you don't have to come up with names, you
Yeah, I
just
know.
have to tell us not Rook.
Yeah, not rock.
Yeah. Yeah, what about this one?
Perception.
Yeah, that one says Ash Cole Sanders.
Alright.
This one.
That one, Sex Rooks. Says Rook Stonewall.
These fools! Jesus.
That definitely unlocks that door.
And these ones?
Just storage and bathroom.
Yep. I
Gonna, like,
assume
peek her head through.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't even see me. You just see a fucking door open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will assume that that's our target.
So you know we can't see much on your stream.
Yeah, it's because of like the light effect.
Yeah, the lighting
it.
effect's a bit harsh.
I'll be doing it now.
And now, investigation. Fuck!
Don't worry, you have someone else with you this time to look.
And I've been rolling well.
Yeah, everything's been rolling well except for my investigation. That
Yeah.
is the only thing that I've been rolling shit on. Well, I find nothing.
I look immediately at the most suspicious thing.
Yeah, there's an open drawer.
Open drawer.
Basically, like you're like skimming around. There's like clearly a food basket that was donated to him. There's like letters and newspapers. And then there's this weird red orb that sits on his desk, like on the table there. Lucinia, though, you run straight over to like the drawers and like open them up, and like there's one that's slightly already open. You open it up, and sitting inside there is a note that is the deed.
That will do it. Alright. Because I don't know where Black is, I'm going to hold it down in front of me and say, you hold on to this. And because if I'm caught with it, well, you can't get caught, obviously.
Yeah, you just see it
Now,
disappear.
Yeah.
just gotta remind you of like what the room looks like. I forgot to do that. You've got the bookcase when you walk in. You've got this nice like albino lion that is clearly hunted or something like that, or purchased or something. You've got like a little lounge section, nice wine rack, table, the desk. The walls in this room are particularly made of stone, which is weird because like the whole other rooms and stuff like that were like all wood, but this one's been specifically modeled into stone. And as like you guys are like handing over the letter, you hear the sound of like stone creaking from the opposite end of the room, and you hear a voice. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to take that back.
Take what back? I don't have anything.
Don't be a fool, boy. Like, he draws the pistol and aims it towards you. That's where we'll end tonight's session.
Hooray!
For 10 o'clock, you are on time.
My god, it's a miracle!
Well, I gotta pick up Feeny. So thank you all for watching.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you for
we'll catch you
watching.
on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Oh, I'm gonna sit here for 2 seconds. Stay still in here.